How did Cold War conflicts influence U.S. foreign policy after Vietnam? The Vietnam War was a defining moment for United States foreign policy, especially during the Cold War. The conflict, lasting from the early 1950s until 1975, changed how the United States interacted with the world. Recently, many are curious about how this shaped U.S. actions in the years that followed. After Vietnam, there was a significant reevaluation of military interventions. The war's unpopularity and high costs made leaders more cautious about sending troops into foreign conflicts. This led to a shift towards using diplomatic and economic methods to address international issues. In the years following the Vietnam War, the United States pursued a policy known as Détente with the Soviet Union. This included efforts like the strategic arms limitation, talks, and improved relations with China. The focus shifted to diplomacy as a means of managing Cold War tensions. The containment policy, aimed at stopping the spread of communism, also evolved after Vietnam. The United States began to support local forces instead of relying solely on direct military intervention. This was evident in the Carter Doctrine, which emphasized regional security. The Vietnam War had a notable impact on U.S. alliances, particularly in Europe and Asia. Allies became more cautious about U.S. commitments, prompting the United States to reassure them of its military presence. Economically, the Vietnam War strained the United States, contributing to a decline in its economic dominance. This shift led to a more multipolar world economy, with nations like Japan and Germany gaining prominence. Emerging global players also posed challenges for the United States post-Vietnam. Countries such as China and the European Community required adjustments in U.S. foreign policy to address these new dynamics. Lessons learned from the Vietnam War influenced future military interventions. Policymakers recognized the importance of public support and clear objectives. These lessons were applied in later conflicts, including the Gulf War and interventions in Afghanistan and Iraq. Despite setbacks in Vietnam, the United States maintained a significant role in global security. The end of the Cold War positioned the United States as the world's sole superpower, shaping its foreign policy priorities. U.S. grand strategy evolved after Vietnam, focusing on maintaining stability through alliances and economic influence rather than relying solely on military power. This approach continues to shape U.S. foreign policy today. Understanding how Cold War conflicts influenced U.S. foreign policy after Vietnam helps clarify the current global landscape. The decisions made during this time have lasting effects on international relations today.